Okay, let's talk about Street Fighter IV. A lot of you guys don't know this, but I hate Street Fighter. I admit it, I hate it. It's not that I like totally despise it, but you know, it's just that when I was getting into Mortal Kombat on the arcades, that's when I was actually looking at Street Fighter. I knew there was a Street Fighter out before then, long before then, the one that didn't have like Bison and Vega and what's that guy's name? Balrog. Like, didn't have those characters, they were bosses or something. Before it was Street Fighter 2, you know. But when I was getting into Mortal Kombat on arcades, there was also this Street Fighter machine, and sometimes it was in this like cheap Chinese takeaway store, and he had it on one of those multi-select switches. It wasn't a Neo Geo, but I don't know how he did it. But anyway, yeah, there was Street Fighter on there, Street Fighter 2, and Mortal Kombat 1, and I was there just for Mortal Kombat 1 because this is when I was learning it, you know. Sometimes I'd get there and someone would be on the machine, and I'd be like, oh, great, you know, I have to wait to play Mortal Kombat. This sucks, you know. But anyway, I'd watch them play Street Fighter 2, and you know, all I would see is Hadouken, 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 Hadouken. It was just a fireball match, you know. It was like who can do the fireballs the quickest, the fastest to pull it off, you know, and they'd win the fight. Like the other player would come close and then they'd do the Shoryuken, you know, and that's all it was. It was like I hold you back with fireballs, as soon as you come close, bang, dragon uppercut. You know, so I never liked Street Fighter for that reason, because I'd see them win the match and then they'd beat the whole game doing the same thing. And I'm like, that sucks, because when I do that in Mortal Kombat, I know it don't work. You know, when you're Sub-Zero, you freeze him, you get a freeze, you uppercut him. You freeze him again, you get an uppercut. You freeze him again, you get 3 chances on Mortal Kombat. That's what you get, and I know Ed or someone programmed it like that. You get 3 chances, and then the computer will jump over the freeze and fly kick you. So that shit doesn't work on Mortal Kombat. That game required skill, and I thought, see, Mortal Kombat's good like that. It requires you to know more than just fireballs and dragon uppercuts. So, you know, everyone was going on about how good Street Fighter was, but it was never my thing. Even though, like, I liked the characters and I liked the idea of it, and the backgrounds and everything was awesome, I just thought the gameplay needed tweaking. A lot of people have come up to me and gone, yeah, but you know, if I played you in Street Fighter 2, I'd beat you because I don't do that fireball shit. But they're such lies, man. Every time I see someone play Street Fighter, they're Ryu, Ken, or that Sagat guy. Most of the time. Sometimes you get the occasional player who plays as Blanka or something, but they're not the hardcores. The hardcore players are always Ryu and Ken, because they're the only good characters. And I know what you're thinking, oh, but in Mortal Kombat, you're either Scorpion or Sub-Zero. No, it's not like that, man. There's so many characters in Mortal Kombat that can be topped. There's like hardly ever a character that's like #1. I mean, maybe with some of the 3D ones, with some of the balance issues, there might have been issues there, but in Mortal Kombat like 1, 2 and 3, there was hardly any characters that were like the best. I mean, there was Cabal was awesome, he had good combos and that, but you know, there was always a character that could top those characters. So I really liked the way it was done like that. But I've got to tell you, and let's talk about Street Fighter 4 now. Street Fighter 4, it was great to go into Capcom's booth and just see Street Fighter shit everywhere, man. The carpet had Street Fighter 4 on it, it was cool. A big Street Fighter 4 banner, and it had artwork all around it. Yeah, so I'm in this booth and there's Street Fighter 4 everywhere, and I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 8 Street Fighter 4 arcade machines. Arcade machines. Not 360s, not PlayStations, arcade machines. Lined up on the back wall. And do you know how great it was to get on to an arcade machine and play a new fighting game? And because, you know, I love arcade machines, and I wish Midway would do that with Mortal Kombat, but I just know they never will. But to play a new Street Fighter, or just a new fighting game on arcade, it was awesome. And Tekken doesn't count because Tekken's a piece of shit. I don't care who's watching, I don't care if you're a big Tekken fan. Tekken sucks dog balls. I hate it. I hate Tekken. It is such a crap game, man. It makes me so mad, that game. So many people like it, especially here in Australia, because Mortal Kombat has fans everywhere, but even here in Australia, it's like, it's a very casual game, but they go nuts for Tekken, and I'm like, it's crap, you know. I like Soul Calibur 4 a lot. I think that's a good fighting game, and I always give Virtua Fighter props by Sega, even though it's not as dynamic or as these games. It focuses more on the 3D fighting. Those games are very well integrated, or very, no, that's not what I want to say. I want to say the game is very intricate with the way you fight. So anyway, Street Fighter 4. I jump on, you know, and straight away it was, what it is it's Street Fighter 2 modernized, so they've updated all the backgrounds and the graphics and the characters and that. And then they've integrated into the fighting system, for those of you who have played X-Men vs Street Fighter, you know those super moves you do like a quarter circle and all 3 punches, and then it goes whoosh, and then you know, or whatever. Yeah, so it's Street Fighter 2 with those supers in it, so you got your super meter and that, and yeah, you can pull off the supers in the game. So straight away I went in, I think I used Chun-Li first, or Dalsum and that, so that the characters do have some new moves, which were on the top of the machine. And then they have the supers, and I've got to say, it was actually really good. That fireball shit doesn't work anymore because you have that X-Men Street Fighter stuff, that high jumping and supers and that. It sort of breaks the fact that anyone could just spam with fireballs and that. So it was a lot of fun to play Street Fighter 4. It was, you know, and this is coming from a guy who really doesn't like the old ones that much, you know, and Capcom have outdone themselves with this game. It was a lot of fun to play. It was very dynamic. It was easy to, you know, pick up and play because everyone's played Street Fighter 2. So you were just playing Street Fighter 2 really. And yeah, it was really well done, you know. And playing a new arcade machine was awesome. So Street Fighter 4 is definitely worth checking out. I'm not sure when that's coming out in arcades. I don't even know when the console versions are coming out, but when it comes out, make sure you definitely play that, because yeah, that's an awesome game too. Yeah. Anything else I can say about Street Fighter 4? Nah. That's all I can really think of. Akuma wasn't in the demo I played, but I'm sure he's unlockable. Yeah, that was a bit of a disappointment. I'll talk a bit about Street Fighter HD Remix. Me and Shu played that quickly, which was good. So yeah, it's like a high definition version of Street Fighter 2 really. Had Akuma. Oh, and then someone goes, yeah, you can play as Akuma, and Shu immediately picked Akuma, and the other player, I couldn't pick Akuma. I don't know, that's weird. I thought you could both be the same character, but I guess not. So I didn't get to use Akuma, but Shu did, and yeah, he had a lot of fun. He had the Raging Demon and all that, so yeah. It's cool. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to stop the Street Fighter 4 video now and talk about something else. So, peace.